close your eyes. Let your breath slow. In and out. There is nothing you need to do right now. Nowhere you need to be. The day is finished and the night is yours. Let your body sink. Feel the weight leaving your shoulders. Feel your hands grow still. Feel your jaw unclench, your brow soften, the quiet space behind your eyes filling with a warm and comfortable dark. Good. Now let me take you somewhere. And 4. It is October. You are walking along a narrow road through an ancient forest, and the world around you is on fire, not with real fire, but with the extraordinary fire of autumn. The oaks to your left have turned a deep, burnished copper. The maples overhead are blazing orange and scarlet. The birches, tall and slender, their white trunks glowing in the fading light, a bright, clear yellow, their leaves trembling in a whisper of wind. The road beneath your feet is soft with fallen leaves. They have gathered into drifts along the edges, deep and rust-colored, releasing that smell that belongs to no other season, a rich, earthy, slightly sweet smell. The sill of leaves slowly and gently becoming part of the ground. It is late afternoon. The sun is low and amber, coming through the trees at a long slant, catching every leaf and turning it briefly luminous before the light moves on. You are not hurrying. You have nowhere to be. The walk itself is the only purpose, and it is a very good purpose. The forest is quiet at this hour. Now and then a leaf detaches from a high branch and spirals down in a slow, tilting descent, twisting once, twice, 3 times, before settling silently onto the carpet below. A wood pigeon calls somewhere in the middle distance. Low, rhythmic, unhurried. It calls 3 times and then falls silent. Ahead, through the trees, you can see a light. It is a warm, orange-yellow light, the kind that comes from old windows, from inside rooms that have fires burning in them. As you follow the road around a long, gentle curve, the trees thin and open, and there, set back from the road on a slight rise, with a stone path leading up to it, and 2 great oak trees standing on either side like patient guardians, is an inn. It is a proper old inn. The building is low and wide, built from dark stone, with a thatched roof thick enough to look like it grew there. Ivy, red and orange with autumn, covers the whole of one wall, reaching up past the upstairs windows in a slow, leafy tide. The windows glow warmly from within. A painted wooden sign hangs above the door, swinging very slightly in the breeze, a golden stag on a dark green background. From somewhere inside comes the faint sound of a fire crackling, and the smell, wonderful, unmistakable, of wood smoke. You walk up the stone path. The door is heavy, dark oak, with a large iron handle worn smooth and bright from years of use. You lift the latch and push it open, and a breath of warm air comes out to meet you, scented with wood smoke and something cooking, something with herbs, something that makes you realize you have been slightly cold and slightly tired without noticing it until now. You step inside. The inn is everything you hoped it would be. The ceilings are low, crossed with wide, dark beams. The walls are the same dark stone as the outside, but here hung with old copper pots and framed maps and a pair of antlers above the fireplace. The floor is flagstone, worn smooth, partially covered by a large rug of deep red and amber and forest green that has clearly been there for a very long time. The fireplace is the heart of the room. It is enormous, wide enough to stand in, though the fire that burns there now is a settled, unhurried fire. A fire that has been burning all afternoon and knows exactly what it is doing. The logs are large and slow burning, The flames are deep orange gold, the bed of coals beneath them a glowing rose red. The heat from it reaches you from across the room in a broad, gentle wave. There are tables arranged around the room, heavy wooden tables with benches and chairs, a candle burning on each one. Most of the tables are empty at this hour. In a cornered chair near the window, an old man sits with a book and a glass of something amber-colored, reading without urgency. The innkeeper, a warm, round-faced woman with kind eyes and flower on her apron, looks up from behind the bar and smiles at you. "You'll be wanting a room," she says. "It is not a question." She has a way of knowing. "And supper," you say. "Both ready for you," she says simply, and hands you a key on a wooden tag. Ah, your room is at the top of the narrow staircase. A small room under the eaves with a low ceiling and a window overlooking the forest. The bed is a four-poster, dark wood with a deep feather mattress and pillows stacked four high and a quilt the color of moss and autumn leaves, thick and heavy and faintly smelling of lavender. There is a small fireplace here too, and someone has already laid and lit a fire for you. It burns quietly in the grate. A modest, companion-sized fire, just enough to fill the room with warmth and moving amber light. You sit on the edge of the bed for a moment. Outside the small window, the forest is darkening. The last light is going from the sky, just a thin line of deep orange along the western horizon, and above it, blue, and above that, the first stars. The oak trees in the yard below are still shapes against the last light. Somewhere far off in the forest, an owl calls, one long note, then two shorter ones, then silence. You eat supper by the fire downstairs, something warm and thick and satisfying. Bread that is still slightly warm, a cup of something herbal and sweet. The old man in the corner turns his pages slowly. The fire crackles. Rain begins to fall outside. Not heavily, just a soft, steady pattering against the windows, making the room feel even more sealed and golden and safe. You say good night to the innkeeper. You climb the stairs, ab palm. In the room under the eaves, you are ready for sleep. The fire has settled into a long, easy burn. The quilt is pulled up. The pillows are deep and perfect. The window shows a square of dark sky, rain moving across the glass in slow silver threads. You lie still. The inn around you is full of small, friendly sounds. Below, someone banks the main fire for the night, a dull thump and then quiet. The beams above you tick very softly as the warmth moves through them. Outside, the rain continues its patient percussion against the glass. In the distance, very far away, beyond the edge of the forest, thunder moves, not close enough to worry about, only a low, rolling murmur, like the world clearing its throat before settling to sleep. The fire in the grate breathes orange. Your body is warm. The quilt has molded itself to you. Your feet are completely warm for the first time all day. The owl calls again, farther away now, deeper in the forest. The rain falls, the fire breathes, and you, wrapped in the warm, old, autumn-scented heart of this forest inn, let all of it carry you down into sleep. Down and down, and gently, gently down. It rains all night. The forest takes it without complaint. The ancient oaks stand in the dark and let the rain run down their bark and sink slowly into the root-threaded earth below. The leaves on the ground darken and release their sweetness into the night air. In the inn, everything is still. The last embers in the great fireplace glow and breathe very slowly. The candles on the tables have burned down and gone out. The old man's book lies closed on the table where he left it. The inn holds its guests in the dark, warm, quiet, patient as an old tree. In the room under the eaves, you are asleep. The fire in the small grate has burned low, just a handful of orange coals. The room is warm and dark. The quilt rises and falls with your breathing. Outside, the rain continues. The owl has gone quiet. The forest is utterly still. And you sleep, deep and complete and untroubled, while the night pours its quietness over everything. Sleep well. You are warm, you are safe, you are here. Let the rain carry you all the way through the night.